Most people believe they're fully in control of their lives, their habits, their choices, their emotions. But what if that sense of control is just an illusion created by the mind to keep you comfortable? Every day, subtle patterns shape your thoughts and behaviors without you realizing it. These habits feel familiar, even safe, but they quietly dictate how you react, decide, and live. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most powerful hidden forces in psychology, the invisible habit controlling your mind. Stay with me, because once you see it, you'll never unsee it again. The illusion of control. We like to believe we're in command, that every choice we make is deliberate, every step intentional. But the truth is far subtler. Most of what we call decisions are rehearsed routines shaped by unseen mental scripts written long ago. You wake up, scroll your phone, check messages, think you're choosing, yet your brain is simply replaying a familiar sequence. It gives you the illusion of control because that illusion feels safe. Real control requires effort, awareness, sometimes discomfort, things the brain prefers to avoid. The mind works like a clever actor, convincing you that you're steering the ship while it quietly follows old currents. Every thought that feels spontaneous is often a reflection of yesterday's conditioning. The brain craves efficiency, not truth. So it automates as much as it can, even your emotions. You think you're feeling freely, but you're reacting in patterns your nervous system memorized years ago. And that's where the hidden habit begins to show itself, the subtle, silent loop that keeps steering your behavior. It's not a big, dramatic pattern. It's the everyday reflex, the way you avoid silence, chase distractions, or replay an argument in your mind. Each small repetition reinforces the loop, and soon the loop becomes your identity. The illusion of control isn't about losing power. It's about realizing where your power truly lies. The moment you become aware of the pattern, the script pauses. That flicker of awareness, that tiny second when you see the habit forming, is the doorway out. And as you notice it more often, something remarkable happens. The pattern weakens, and your conscious self begins to wake up. The comfort loop starts to unravel, quietly revealing the truth you've been too distracted to see. The mind is a master of comfort. It builds invisible routines, not because they help us grow, but because they keep us safe. Every time we hesitate before doing something uncertain, the brain whispers, "Stay where your area's familiar." That whisper becomes a loop. We repeat the same habits, replay the same fears, and call it stability. In truth, it's a quiet form of paralysis disguised as safety. This comfort loop doesn't announce itself dramatically. It works in subtle ways. You check your phone instead of starting the task. You scroll for inspiration, telling yourself you're preparing. You talk about change more than you act on it. The brain rewards you with a small dose of relief each time you avoid discomfort treating. It's a pattern that feels soothing but slowly erodes your confidence. Comfort becomes addictive because it costs less in the short term. But the long-term debt is heavy. Missed opportunities, untapped potential, and a quiet dissatisfaction that grows louder every year. To break the loop, awareness isn't enough. You must be willing to feel discomfort and stay with it. When you resist the urge to escape it, the brain panics for a moment, then adapts. That's when growth begins. Each time you act in uncertainty, you teach your mind a new lesson, that discomfort isn't danger, it's expansion. The same energy that once fueled fear becomes the fuel for transformation. The comfort loop isn't your enemy. It's proof that your brain wants to protect you. But protection without progress becomes a cage. The key is not to destroy comfort, but to redefine its finding peace in movement rather than stillness. Because once the mind learns that growth can feel safe, it never settles for stagnation again. The brain is wired to chase pleasure, not purpose. It rewards you for anything that gives even a hint of satisfaction, whether it helps you or not. That's how the reward trap begins. Each time you get a notification, a like, a compliment, or even a tiny sense of relief after avoiding something hard, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical linked to joy and achievement. But here's the catch. It doesn't care why it's released. The mind learns to repeat whatever behavior earned that feeling, even if it leads nowhere. You open social media for a quick break, and before you know it, an hour disappears. You tell yourself you're researching, but really, you're feeding a loop your brain has mistaken for success. The reward trap is clever because it feels good. It masks stagnation with a momentary pleasure. Over time, you start craving the feeling of progress more than progress itself. That's why checking off small, easy tasks feels better than starting the difficult ones that actually matter. Your mind isn't lazy. It's addicted to the comfort of completion. Asterisk. Breaking free requires retraining your brain's definition of reward. Instead of chasing the dopamine that comes from escape, you begin to link it to endurance, the quiet satisfaction of showing up, staying present, and finishing what truly matters. You learn to delay the instant rush for a deeper, more lasting fulfillment. The first few times feel empty because the brain resists the change, but soon starts to crave effort instead of ease. The reward trap doesn't mean you're weak. It means your brain is doing its job too well. It's time to remind it that the greatest reward isn't relief. It's growth. Awareness is the quiet moment when the noise in your head finally meets the truth. It's not dramatic or loud. It's still almost fragile. The awareness switch doesn't flip when you learn something new. It flips when you notice something old repeating itself. You catch your own mind in the act, replaying the same doubt, building the same fear, or chasing the same false comfort. And in that second, you see it for what it is, a pattern, not a fact. That's the start of real change.